Assassin's Creed Unity, 100%, Sequence 1, Memory 1, Memories at First Sight. For this, you're going to want to skip the first 10-15 minutes of the game because nothing too interesting happens. You chat with your father for a little bit, you follow a little girl because you're creepy, you steal an apple, and your father dies. Nothing too interesting. The part you want to be at is when the brothers of stupidity over here chase you after you steal back your father's watch they won from you in a 17th century gambling game with a name I didn't feel like looking up in the time of this recording.
Victor cheats when he plays Pharaoh, everyone knows it.
After your confrontation with idiot number 1, you are led into a chase with idiot number 2, which is where you will accomplish the first task. Now this task is very simple since the game very generously tells you when you need to jump and slide to fulfill the 5 obstacle challenge of this memory, which is here, 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 and here. After you successfully tackle the pudge that is idiot number 2, you will have to continue the chase, only with city police hot on your trail. So just follow the route I take in the video here to have the least amount of problems moving forward, because the second and final task of this memory is escaping the pursuers without being tackled. Fortunately, this challenge is not difficult at all thanks to Ubisoft making the police have the attention span and, quite frankly, the intelligence of a kindergartner, so you shouldn't have any trouble at all. Once you have escaped your pursuer successfully and have reached your next mission destination, you are greeted with yet another unimportant cutscene. You are caught by your girlfriend's father as you awkwardly talk to her painting alone, you shoot some clever sarcasm, and reveal your total thirst for the man's daughter, which concludes Memories of Versailles. Up next we have Sequence 1, Memory 2, The Estates General. For this one I just skipped the cutscene because it's just that unimportant, but the short version is that you're chasing after your girlfriend's father to deliver a letter that is apparently not important enough to warrant a courier that is actually good at his job. So thanks to the incompetence of Paris' courier service, you are thrown into yet another chase scene, only this time Ubisoft throws you for a loop by making a carriage the chasee. But in the end your efforts are wasted because you are chasing the wrong person and have to go to a completely different area. Why, you may ask? Because Ubisoft. Once you finally reach your real destination, you are met with the impossible challenge of reaching the front of the line without being caught by the police. Because it's genius gameplay, that's why. But if you are really having trouble reaching the front doors, just walk on the left side following the large groups of civilians. But the key to success in this situation is walking like you own the place so no one questions your presence. Once you make it to the front door, then inside you are going to make your way through the building till you find the door that will progress you further and completely ignore it to collect a chest and feed your OCD. Next is the part you really want to be at because this is where we will accomplish this memory's tasks. Well, not here exactly, but soon. First we run into idiot number 1 and idiot number 2 and exchange love glances. Then you lead the brothers of stupidity to a secluded room where you will make sweet love to them. Or at least something close to that, I'm not too sure, I'm a little hazy on the details. Unfortunately I was not paying attention during the recording of this gameplay and didn't notice that I screwed up the first task. Instead of attacking the first brother with the all-powerful God Sword of Eden like I did, you want to parry his attacks. So with that boneheaded mistake out of the way, we move on to brother number 2, whose attacks you want to dodge by hitting A. For some reason at this stage I didn't quite catch on that I screwed up the first wave of attacks from idiot number 2 over there, so I spend the next 15 minutes gargling on my toes as I completely fail at dodging 87% of the attacks. Luckily I do catch on eventually and end the silly fight, only to be confronted by a group of police right outside. But once you make quick work with your childish skill, you escape the area and conclude the Estates General. Now unfortunately this was not a 100% run because I am an idiot, but you should not have any issues completing these challenges. The final memory for Sequence 1 is High Society, and your first Bonsoir, Olivier. Oh god, who cares? Ubisoft kicks up the gameplay a few notches by making the first objective a delivery of a letter to your girlfriend's father, but of course we're going to ignore it all to feed your OCD of collecting a nearby chest. After finding the man's hidden porn stash, you cut a few corners in your mission objective by slipping the letter under the door to his office. This lazy shortcut can't possibly lead to any conflicts later on, can it? Now it's time to party, so let's steal some random person's clothes that will very luckily fit us perfectly and go partied up with the high-class citizens. Unfortunately, this game so far has developed a bad habit of having to walk through large crowds. We get it, Ubisoft, you can fit large quantities of ass in small places. Let's just hurry up and kill something, please. After you make your way through the crowd undetected, you are going to climb up the building and go through the window. But don't worry, luckily everyone is dumber than a sack of hammers, so you won't get discovered. This is followed by a series of rooms that require you to sneak past numerous guards undetected. You could kill them, but to accomplish the memories challenge, you must complete it without getting into conflict. So basically, it's Ubisoft dangling a bunch of boobs in your face that says no squeezing. It's Ubisoft's nerd strip club. Next it's walking through another large crowd, only this one has people dancing, which doesn't help it any bit. Anyways, you were walking through this dancing crowd, chasing your girlfriend who, quote, likes the chase.
She always did love the chase.
After you catch her, you are shot into a cutscene that I still, to this day, don't remember what is said because, damn, Elise got hot. She went from this to this. Puberty has graced the assassin world with Elise whatever her name is. Enough said. Before things get too messy, we're going to skip through this cutscene, save our shorts, finish off the memory. Only a few more rooms to sneak through before we can finish off this memory and move forward with our 100% run through, so just go ahead and follow the paths I take in the video. All that's left now is to get framed for the murder of your girlfriend's father and dragged off to prison, which will project us into the next sequence. I'll see you there. eventually.